seldom used mode as a disaster relief vehicle. You can then take one or both of the tables out, and by taking a small screwdriver, which I happen to have here, you can remove these 4 strips here. They're all cut out. Removing these 4 strips and getting the litter support frame from the under compartment underneath the vehicle, you can then convert to what you see in the rear room here. This table has been removed. These 2 litter support frames that were stored earlier today in the under compartment, and this crossbar here has converted by removing those 4 rubber strips that I just showed you. Putting these frames in place, you can now push these locking buttons on these pins here, and that will allow you to put a litter on the top, a litter on the bottom, same idea, and if need be, 2 more up in the front room. To install these litter frames, you're going to need some tools. The tools are on board. They're in this black storage bag. Inside that bag you will find a torque wrench, 1/2-inch drive torque wrench, a 3/8 drive ratchet, hex key wrench, and a place to store the torque wrench. To assemble, you're going to take the hex wrench. There are 2 hex screws, one going up here from the bottom, another one going up here from the bottom. There's a locking plate or a key that slides inside the groove there in the bottom. Those 2 screws secure this end of the cross brace. Same thing at this end, storing this end of the cross brace. 4 bolts in the floor. This is called an L-track. These 4 bolts and the locking mechanism underneath those bolts will allow you to secure the front and rear support arms to the floor track. Once those bolts are in place, you can get them snugged up with the 3/8 ratchet, and then the final tightening, since you're going to have people laying on stretchers on here, you want to be safe for going down the highway. These 4 bolts need to be torqued to 30 pounds, 30 foot-pounds, adjusting the scale here to 30, as you see it there now. 30 foot-pounds, tightening these bolts until it starts to slip, and you will have those secured so that you can travel down the highway with injured persons strapped onto the litters.